speaking on a subject titled, The Bermuda Triangle, Is It the Gate to Hell? The Bermuda Triangle, is it the gate to hell? I'm going to share some facts with you, some startling fact information. The reason I'm standing by my pulpit, I won't be doing much walking tonight, because I've got 4 pages of notes, which is very unusual, and I'm going to be keeping my nose on the notes here. So, firstly, some very interesting and strange facts about the Bermuda Triangle. How do you know where that is? How do you know where it is? The Bermuda Triangle is a triangular portion of sea in the Atlantic, which is on the east coast of Bermuda and slightly southeast of Florida. And it's quite a long way west of Europe. And strange things happen right there. And I've listed about 12 items that do take place there that are very strange. And here they go. If you want to write them down, you're welcome. Number 1, as we know, the compass points magnetic north everywhere in the world, except in the Bermuda Triangle. The compass points directly north in the Bermuda Triangle. It's a strange phenomenon which occurs only there, and also occurs in the Devil's Sea, which is off the coast of Japan, which is directly opposite on the other side of the world to the Bermuda Triangle. Directly opposite. And right there's another place off the coast of Japan in the Far East where the compass also points true north. Another very important and strange event that takes place is that eels from all over Europe and all over the continent of both North and South America, eels go down the rivers to the sea and will take a 4-month journey. And from Europe, it's a 2-year journey all the way to the Bermuda Triangle, and that is where these eels will mate or spawn. And these fully grown eels, once they have spawned, will die there, and the babies will go back, the 2-year journey, back to Europe, and a 4-month journey back to America. Now this happens continually every year, but it's not the same eels that do the journey each year. Now, as they take this long journey all the way, they swim in packs, and they are accompanied by large amounts of packs of sharks as they go, until they get to the Bermuda Triangle area, and they dive deep underneath the sea, and that's where they spawn. The adults die, and the young go back to the continents from which they came, from which the parents came. There's another strange thing that takes place. Across the surface of the Bermuda Triangle, 1.5 million square miles of sea surface is covered by a strange seaweed. And this is strange because it usually grows in shallow water. And the water in which it is growing is approximately 10 kilometers deep. Seaweed covers 1.5 million square miles of sea space. That's a lot of seawater, just totally saturated and clogged with seaweed. And this particular seaweed is so dense that it stops the propellers of large ships. And many ships have actually been stuck there, in the past especially, and most of the time is a great calm. It's like a lake. In fact, I think it was one of the great early pioneers, I think maybe Columbus, I don't know who it was, who got stuck there, and thought that he was just a few fathoms deep, but found out that he was the water was very deep. And what actually happens is there's also a type of worm, like a borer, that lives on those seaweed. And any ship that gets stuck there for any length of time and can't move, this borer eventually goes into the wood in the olden day ships and drills holes into the wood, and the ships begin to sink as the wood rots. More than 1,000 ships and aircraft and small boats have disappeared from the Bermuda Triangle. Totally disappeared. More than 1,000 unexplained experiences of ships and boats disappearing in that area. The National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration Department of the USA had put 4 satellites up in space to monitor Earth's weather patterns. And when these satellites go over the Bermuda Triangle, something causes a picture that is sent down from the satellite to blank out directly over the Bermuda Triangle. No signal is received from the satellite. There is a magnetic field, they have discussed it and investigated. There's a magnetic field of interference with the satellite as high up as close inner space. I was just informed now that an air hostess, as Donnie told me, an air hostess who travels for SA Airways reported to him that on numerous occasions Boeings that fly over that area, their instrument panel goes absolutely dead, no instruments work for a number of minutes, and then all of a sudden it all comes back on again. Now that has actually been the cause of many aircraft disappearing, especially at night, because they don't have any direction or altitude. And that's one of the things that actually did take place on numerous occasions. The same thing experienced by the satellite. Another strange phenomenon that happens is that great hurricanes start in the Bermuda Triangle and destroy the countries close by. You may have seen the tremendous tornadoes that sweep across Florida, and you may have seen on the world news that the coast of Florida is battered by the Atlantic Sea, and this is actually, these hurricanes are started in the Bermuda Triangle. Most of the hurricanes start right in the center of the Bermuda Triangle. Another strange thing that happens is that water spouts occur in the Bermuda Triangle. A water spout is a tornado out in the middle of the sea that goes at tremendous speed and whips up a funnel of water into great heights into the air, hundreds and thousands of feet up in the air. Water is standing on end in the middle of the ocean. And aircraft that see these in the middle of the day can avoid it, but at night they are at these funnels' mercy, and these water spout tornadoes are so powerful, like any tornado on the ground, that just breaks houses to smithereens and picks up whole houses and takes them away. They destroy little ships and they destroy aircraft in the air. Another interesting thing is that under the water there are, in the earth, water slides in the Bermuda Triangle very often, like a landslide underneath in the surface of the sea. And it causes huge waves out of the blue, just to come from nowhere. Great huge waves arise from the ground. And these waves, and one wave was actually reported in 1963, on the 6th of February, by the U.S. Rampo. One wave was reported by the USS Rampo, to be 112 feet high. Just sprang out of the blue, this wave began from nowhere in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. UFOs in 1973. A poll in the United States showed that 15 million people had actually seen UFOs.